I think it's finally fixed. Let's celebrate. As usual, I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. I'll turn it into next week. So it's next week, 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I'll get it done today. So here's the bottom of the car. This should be pretty easy. All I have to do is take off the spring and the shock. I might have to adjust my watts link, but I don't plan on lowering the back, so probably not. We'll see. So the first thing I gotta do is take off the shocks, or at least loosen them up a little bit. This is inside the trunk. First thing you wanna do is put a vice grips or something on the top of that stud. That way when you loosen up the bolt, it just doesn't spin all day long, you know? All right, here we are. Both shocks are out. The rear end is down as far as it will go. And of course, I still can't get the shocks out. Or the spring, sorry. And of course, I don't have the proper tools like a spring compressor, so I'm gonna try to lift this side up. Hope the other side goes down. And see if I can get it come out that way. We'll see how lucky I get. That didn't work. And who needs a spring puller? Not me. All right, there's the old spring and the new spring. This should be easier going back in. We'll see. Goes the new spring. Once you get the shocks in there, the lower bolts get torqued down to 85 and the top ones get torqued down to 30. All right, I got the back on, and I actually raised it a little bit because these tires are a bit too big and they were rubbing. Could have been my old shocks were going bad too. We'll see when we take it for a test drive. All right, got the back done. Took about 3 hours doing it by myself. Now I'm gonna do the front again. This time I'm gonna raise it significantly, and I'm actually gonna angle it in too. See if we get some more space in there, because of course I got bigger tires on it than it's supposed to have. So, and I don't want to put the 18s back on, so I'm gonna redo the front, raise it at least an inch, move it in maybe half a degree, 2 degrees, 1 degree, we'll see. All right, so I got this almost as high as it'll go. I think I might have to put my 18s back on. This is kind of ridiculous. And this one is about 4.5 turns higher than the other side. I'm gonna go for a drive, get some good gas, see if that makes any difference. So it's 2:16 in the morning, here working on the KR. The middle of the nights when I do my best work, apparently. I've been driving the KR for a couple days after I put the new suspension on, and it still has a slight intermittent shake of the steering wheel. I've replaced everything in the front of this car except for the control arms and the steering rack. So I ordered new control arms yesterday. They should be here in a couple days, but right now I'm gonna take the old ones off and I'll put the new ones on as soon as they show up. Oh yeah, I can see it now. All right, I have a good feeling that this might actually be the problem. I don't know if it's the bushings that connect to the car or if it's the ball joint down here, but there is a little bit of play. Well, out with the old, in with the new. Here's the old one. I think this is the problem here. Hopefully this fixes my problem. This looks like it's a little bit heavier duty too. This one's got this extra brace right here. The old one doesn't. All right, just about done working on the KR. I'm just gonna do the alignment real quick here in the garage. Super easy. All you need is an adjustable wrench, some cardboard, and a piece of string. All right, you just put some cardboard down underneath the front tires to help it, the wheels turn easier, but you don't have to have the cardboard. If your car's not lowered, you could just keep the wheels straight and get under there, but with a car this low, you're gonna have to turn the wheel hard over so you could reach this nut. You're just gonna loosen this up a little bit. And do the same thing to the other side. This is where the cardboard comes in handy if you don't want to keep turning on and turning off your car. All right, once you got those bolts loosened up, you want to center your steering wheel. If you don't center your steering wheel, it's going to be crooked while you're going down the road. That looks pretty good to me. All right, so this is how you set up the string. Front to back, you want it to about the middle of the rim. And all you're gonna do is measure the front of the rim, that space right there, and the back of the rim, that space right there.